It just so happens to be we're going to hit that big number 50 for a big hyped best year in review Shooty Awards show next week.
The Shooties are next week, and could not be more excited. I'm really hoping that maybe next year we plan to have 49 more shows, so that show 100 can be next year's Shooties. I don't know. It could happen. Yeah. It could happen because we had a couple doubles this year. We had to double it up around some particularly crazy times.
Yeah, well, we'd have to miss a couple weeks to only hit 50.
Yeah, we'd have to reformat our whole. But, oh God.
And if you have any final categories to add, please let me know ahead of time so I can get in my winners, tally the votes.
I love the list. I'm not looking at it right now, but I do remember it had all the categories that we wanted.
There's a couple categories that are similar, but I still wrote. I feel like almost because I had, I'm blanking. Best gimmick and best character I had as two different awards.
Yeah, something similar. I have a couple joke awards that I'm sort of saving.
Okay.
Just a couple personal little little hits, little quips here and there, which are still going to account as official Shooty awards, even though they're. It's like the night before the Oscars, they do like all the technical awards. It's going to kind of be like that. It's going to be a lot of Fit Finley awards, a lot of best AV moment. That's a big thing that I've been paying attention to all across the board. Best AV moment. All
right.
Because it happens. It happens.
We can look forward to that.
We can look forward to that. But we're already into this. Mike, why don't you tell the kids at home what they're listening to?
Yes, we are, of course, the post-Christmas edition of the Shoot Brothers podcast, the only wrestling podcast in the world, hosted, of course, by Mike the Shoot Shepherd and Cameron Thunder Osborne. We are the Shoot Brothers.
We're the Shoot Brothers. We're only a few days this is our last shoot of the year. This is the Shoot Brothers were conceived in 2019, and we made it the entire year.
We made it through. We've seen WrestleManias come and go, and champions change.
We had a SummerSlam.
We got to attend some pay-per-views live, so that was a lot of fun.
It was fantastic. We had the start of a whole new promotion.
Yeah, 2019 really has been a benchmark year for professional wrestling.
2019 has been an incredible year for all of it, for the show, for everything. And it's so great. I can't wait till what 2020 shows. These AEW records are going to reset.
Yeah, they're cleaning the clocks, resetting the clock. whatever that
means.
But they said that career records are still going to be cumulative, so I guess you can still look them up for fun. But the annual records will be the important thing to follow as the calendar year rolls on.
Of course, and I think we even need to see power rankings. If you take a couple losses beginning of the year and then you start ramping up somewhere in August. Your power ranking can be all out of whack.
Or you could pull off the St. Louis Blues, where you're dead last in the summer, and then you have a strong push and going for the title at the end of the year.
And that happens, right? I mean, the LA Kings, they were the 8th seed, I think, coming into their first Stanley Cup victory. Anything can happen here. Anything can happen in the world of professional wrestling. You know what? Let's kick off our show. We have a straight Vince McMahon run production. Psych. No, we don't. Let's go to Japan. Mike, I gotcha. We're all the way in Japan, of course. The big Tokyo Dome, the biggest moment of the year. The Tokyo happens right off the bat. let's get the biggest show out of the way right off the bat. The January 4th and 5th Tokyo Dome show. But this isn't just New Japan Pro Wrestling news, Mike, because this is also some AEW news.
AEW. All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I know where you're going.
What? How can the listeners at home are saying they're thinking to themselves, I just heard 2 theme songs playing on top of each other. This doesn't make any sense what's happening. But yes, this is pretty big news. Okay, so at Wrestle Kingdom on January 5th, I believe, is the match. We do have Tanahashi against Chris Jericho. We have the Painmaker, right? This is going to be a great match. But the stip added just since at least our last show, just a couple days ago, I guess, if Tanahashi wins, Tanahashi gets an opportunity to take out Chris Jericho's AEW Championship.
Yeah, so that's
something.
I want to see Tanahashi win this match now, just so we can see that.
Just so we can see it now. Yeah, this changes the entire dynamic.
Like, it was already gonna be a great match, but now the hype is just even a bit more.
It changes the entire what the match could have been, would have been.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows? Was it the plan all along? Are AEW and New Japan talking? What?
Is that one taking place on night 1 or night 2?
I believe I saw it's night 2.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but either way, I think their match is not for a title, so there's no they don't have that second night implication.
Yes. So if Tanahashi does win, does he fight him at the AEW pay-per-view in February? Because it seems like the Mox band was on a crash. I don't know. There's so many. I want to see Tanahashi win just to see what the fuck's gonna happen.
I just want to see it. See it. Because I mean, the New Japan roster kind of like appears as though it lacks, especially with the departure of the Elite. But having all those guys come back together, I mean, we're just throwing Kota Ibushi into the world that we love, and
if we open that door, then
we open that door, there's no going back. For anyone.
He needs a proper North American run. We would all love that.
Well, and really, I would have to think that, I mean, and this is just me thinking and saying random nonsense, but you'd have to think that New Japan's taking some kind of hit without having Kenny Omega headlining the Tokyo Dome. I mean, hasn't he headlined it for the last 3-4 years? I mean, Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, they were New Japan. They were kind of like New Japan breaking into North America. They have to be facing.
And right before that was AJ and Nakamura, and they left, and the Bullet Club Gallows and Anderson, all these big guys.
Yeah, Gallows, Anderson, Finn Balor. Right before that, you would have to think that. I mean, Kenny Omega's been a staple in Tokyo Dome since he had that match against Jericho. I mean, at least 2 years ago. 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Damn, but the promise is going to be great. Of course, my what is turning into my Tokyo Dome tradition. I wake up nice and early, watch the first few matches at home, eat a little breakfast, make my way to work, and by the time I get to work, it'll be like the third last match of the night. And then I get to
those main events.
Oh, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. I have a non-wrestling pal working with me that day also, so that's always fun when it happens, when I kind of sit down. I'm like, I'm watching this, you can choose to watch this or not.
They'll get sucked into a move now and then. They're like, holy shit, what was that?
Oh no, he's all down. He wants us to he said, are we betting? I'm like, I don't know how we'll do that, but I think we're gonna bring some toonies. We're gonna put some money down, maybe give it some odds and have a little fun with it on a Saturday morning.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
It's going to be a great time. That's all the news. That's all the news I have for them, because of course they're not back until January 1st, I think. Oh, this doesn't count as news, but I had a dream that AEW was coming to Toronto. This isn't news. This was just I've been having some weird dreams lately, Mike, and this was just one of them.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Uh-oh.
AEW comes to Toronto 2020.
Yes. I think that's a safe one.
Yeah. Guaranteed at least a Dynamite, maybe even a pay-per-view.
Oh my god, I would shit myself. But either way, boys and girls at home, we're gonna be there.
We're gonna be there.
I don't think it doesn't matter if it's Ricoh Coliseum or the ACC. Also, have you seen the price of the tickets when they are in the States?
What, for Dynamite?
For an episode of Dynamite?
You can get them pretty good, can't you?
I think you and I should be sitting on the floor. Yeah, you and I should be close. Because, I think even just kind of spending $50 is going to get you the best seat in the house. Yeah,
I'm sure fucking smiley face guy, we won't be able to get front row center because he'll have that one. Green shirt, smiley face. He'll have that.
You know what I thought about recently? One thing I like about green shirt, smiley face guy is that I feel as though he's the benchmark of if it's good. If he stops showing up.
Yeah.
I mean, and this guy has been at shows where he knowingly attended shows where Shane McMahon was the main event.
Yeah.
And he kept coming. He kept coming.
Yeah.
He kept coming. Can't blame the guy. That's our news from non Vince McMahon companies. That's how we're going to transition that one. Let's move over. Before we even move over to that, we have the final. This is the final champion of the year. The final Tweet of the Week champion. It's the Tweet of the Week. It's the Tweet of the Week.
Yes, the final.
Of course, yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike, lead the way. You text me not too long ago saying you got the champ this week, and take it away.
Every once in a while, as I've said, I don't use Twitter personally. It's not I have no dislike for it or hate for it. It's simply anything important that happens on Twitter will find its way to me one way or another. As this Tweet of the Week has, because it is the retired Hall of Famer, former world champion, Kurt Angle, who wanted to send out this tweet where he says, "Congrats to my first son, Jason Jordan, on the great news that he and his wife are having a baby girl. No offense, but I hope she looks like her mom and not like us." Smiley face. Are you going to name her after me? Kurtina? Just a suggestion. Regardless, I'm proud to be an expecting grandpa. So Kurt Angle, keeping up the kayfabe.
Kayfabe grandpa, Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Keeping it up. I like that.
Yeah, and he says, "I hope she looks like her mom." Is that like a white thing and not like us? Like, I don't know.
No, because he said like us. Maybe because they both have the traps. Maybe he wants this baby to not have enormous traps.
But yeah. So either way, good Grandpa Kurt.
Fantastic, Grandpa Kurt. I think we're never going to see Jason Jordan again, right? I think that's the deal.
I mean, he could have a Daniel Bryan.
I think I may have heard that recently, that we're just never gonna.
Yeah, he's right. He's kind of got like Paige right now, or he's kind of been forced.
He got paged, if you know what I mean.
But there's rumors of Edge coming back, so you never know. Anything can fucking happen.
Oh my God, let's hope not.
Maybe a match or two, as long as it's not in Saudi. Then I know he's doing it for good reason.
Oh, would Edge take the Saudi money? I gotta say no.
He's Canadian. Yeah, he's got some ethics in him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he has. He's buds with Sami Zayn. He can just say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's get to it. I think we're almost like a week behind some of this action because the way the holidays go. Of course, we know AEW's taking the break.
Took a break. They did air a best of special, but just kind of.
It's kind of a little thing, yeah.
So at least
but one show that never takes a break, it legally cannot stop. Is Monday Night Raw.
Let's get raw. Let's get raw.
It's never gonna stop.
Yeah, pre-taped episode, thankfully for the worker. Or I guess, I don't know. Might have been rough for some of the people there, like a 6-hour shoot. But this was the Christmas-themed episode. Kevin Owens comes out to start the show. He cuts a promo, but then he's interrupted by Mojo Rawley, of all people. So they job back and forth, decide to have a no DQ match because earlier on SmackDown they had the Miracle on 34th Street match. They couldn't do that again, I guess. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of out of Christmas-themed movies pretty soon. You think they would? You think they would go? I don't know.
You're like a Home Alone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Die Hard. I don't know.
Yeah, a Die Hard match. Hey.
Yeah, but so we get some chairs, table, the big spot. They set up the 4 chairs seated in the ring to form that chair table they like to do sometimes. And
the old chair table.
Yeah, and Owens gets tossed off the top rope onto said chair table, which gotta hurt, but only for a 2 count. So Mojo, he got to have a little bit of something here in this match, but Owens recovers and ends up hitting a stunner and a pop-up powerbomb through a table to pin Mojo Rawley. And then after the match, Owens just gets on the mic, calls out Rollins and the AOP, and they come out to the ring, and he offers him a handshake, asking him to join them, but Owens just super kicks him and then gets beat up by AOP, and they all beat him down.
This was great. Yeah, a fun opener. You know what? Yeah, I think if you were to come to a show and then suddenly you saw Mojo Rawley, hey, that's something.
Yeah, he actually got more than he's had in like the last, pretty much since winning that Andre the Battle Memorial thing.
Andre the Battle Memorial Giant Award.
Yeah, with the help from his buddy Gronkowski.
Right, the Gronk.
But then we go to some footage of R-Truth roaming the streets of New York City. with his 24/7 title, and then Akira Tozawa runs up behind him with a ref, rolls him up for the 3 count. Tozawa's the new champ, and then they run off through New York like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2.
Yeah, this was the best. I feel like this was the best 24/7 segment in a long time. At least since the Drake Maverick kind of stuff, like the weird.
It's cooled off these last few months here.
Well, that's the thing. They started giving it time in other storylines or like in other matches. There would be a match going on and then R-Truth the run through. Like that's not fun.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, give it some time. Give it a thing, and they did that.
Exactly. Like Drake, he's just trying to cheat on his wife. He doesn't even care about that title anymore. But
a cuck story will never stop. You're supposed to say speaking of cucks.
Speaking of cucks, the wedding of Bobby Lashley and Lana will officially take place next week.
Oh my God! Can't it just happen already? Can't
December
it
30th.
Just happen already? It's tomorrow.
Well, you can't wait. I know. That could be the final Shooty of the Year award. This wedding could win everything. It could sweep the Shooties.
It could be. I guess. Okay. Yes, folks. I guess technically we are reviewing the year. Although the show started at the. I think our first show was post Elimination Chamber. I think.
Yeah, but
we are counting the entire calendar year within the award. So this is the very last opportunity for
this wedding. This is your last chance for anything.
They better make it good. They better make it good.
Yeah, but let's get a match here. Bobby Lashley taking on Cedric Alexander. Alexander gets a little bit of offense in, but then Lana just gets on the mic, gets in the ring in the middle of the match, and just kind of stops everything, starts questioning him. I don't know. She just says some shit, gets some booze. Everyone hates Lana right now. Yeah. Eventually Lashley just hits a big choke slam and the spear, gets the win.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else to say about that. So we go back to New York, where Tozawa, he's been running and he's tired. He's resting at the fountain from Friends, I think. I don't know, some sort of famous fountain. And then Drew sneaks up behind him, and they bump into a guy, make him drop his hot dog, and they both run off.
Yeah, and this keeps going. This keeps going. There's
this keeps going.
Yeah, this whole 24/7 thing all night was fantastic. Yeah, so you be sure to keep bringing those up.
Then we get the broski Zack Ryder taking on Drew McIntyre, and you know how this is going to go. Drew gets the easy win with the Claymore kick, and then after the match, he just beats up Ryder and Hawkins, and then cuts a promo saying 2020 is going to belong to him. So we'll see.
I think it needs to. It seems like he keeps getting stopped every time he gets close to.
He gets close, and then
he gets close, and then he doesn't happen. And then he gets close, and it doesn't happen. So who knows? This could be this could be his year.
Yeah, but then we get the man, the champ, Becky Lynch coming out next. She just cuts a promo saying, she's the face of the company, and the company's trying to protect her by not giving her what she wants, but she doesn't give a fuck. The man versus Asuka.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah. She wants Asuka. She's not taking no for an answer. So Asuka comes out with Kairi Sane, cuts a promo. She speaks some Japanese. And then she's like, TLC, we are the champions. And they speak some more Japanese. And then Asuka closes with Asuka 2-belt. So Becky's like, you want a title shot? All right, let's do it. And then she says, if you can't understand that, I'll put words that you understand. And then she speaks some Japanese for a moment.
Which was pretty cool. I'm sure she said something pretty cool.
Those are real words.
I'm sure she said something pretty cool.
So it looks like that would be your Royal Rumble title match. Exactly 1 year later, where they last had the match.
And when is that? When is the Rumble?
Till the end of January. We got lots of time.
End of January.
Yeah.
So that's so much time. That's so much time for nothing to happen.
If that's how you want to look at it, sure. But that'll be a fun match. I think Becky will finally beat her.
You think so?
I think so. Well, hey, come on.
Well, hey, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. I mean, I guess Becky's going to keep that belt until Mania.
Yeah, she has to.
She just has to.
So let's go. With the first of many jobber matches on the night, we got Aleister Black taking on this fella named Dion Russman. And, of course, instant black mass. There you go. Aleister wins.
You always remember the names, too.
Not always.
They always look the same to me too. It's like they're always wearing the same gear.
Only if they show the graphic do I know the name. I write it down.
Okay, yeah.
But because this next guy right after Buddy Murphy comes out, now he's gonna face a jobber. I didn't get his name, but Buddy hits the Murphy's Law for the easy win, and then after the match, Black and Murphy just kind of go face to face, and then Black hits him with the Black Mass, so they will face off on the next Raw. The feud continues.
You know, I mean, these guys are so talented.
Yeah, Aleister Black. Who knows? Big things. That's what if I was in charge.
I don't know, if you're booking.
Yeah, so that'll be a fun match next week. But then we get Ricochet taking on Tony Nese. Just some good athleticism here. Nese goes for a big running knee, but Ricochet avoids it. Hits a ripcord recoil for the win. So another quick win. Yeah, I'm just remembering this card right now. Like, geez. Yeah, you're right. You would have to sit through 6 hours of this. Yeah. And then more New York action. Tozawa's on the run. He hides behind some Christmas trees, and then he runs away. So, and then this next thing was a bit of a surprise. We had Charlotte Flair taking on Chelsea Green, who I did not expect to see on Raw.
NXT star.
What?
Is that NXT star?
Yeah, but you barely ever see her on NXT, so that's why it was kind of weird that she's just randomly on Raw. But anyways, that was fine with me. I like Chelsea. She did okay here, but she eats a big boot and then taps out to the figure 8. So
yeah, why not? Why not? Haven't we been saying that this whole time, Mike? Bring them up.
Bring them up. Chelsea Green is going to be Sister Abigail.
Oh, that's your hot take?
Hot take. You heard it here first.
Okay, that's why she's getting the main roster look.
Maybe.
Or wait, who's the one who came up last week? Like it was somebody else, right? Somebody else.
Like something Peruso or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. Never. Yeah, no.
Anyways, let's go back to New York. Tozawa and Truth. They're running from the refs with them, and they run into Santa Claus himself. And he's like, come on, guys, it's Christmas. No more fighting. So they fist bump each other. And Santa tells him he's got some gifts for them. So he's like, all right, Tozawa, your gift's here in this bag. And then he nails him with the sack, pins Tozawa. So Santa Claus is the new champion.
Old Santa Claus?
Yeah, he just celebrates. Santa wins. He's going back to the North Pole. He runs off. And then we get another promo for Liv Morgan. She's in the mirror again. She's reflecting on her past self as she's applying her non-Riot Squad, her more traditional blonde hair, makeup.
Yeah. Something's gonna happen. I thought she was supposed to be Sister Abigail.
No, not anymore.
What happened to that? Chelsea Green now?
That's what I'm saying. But she says she's anything but typical. So to be continued. I can't wait.
TBC.
I've been waiting for this. Yeah.
You have been patiently, I might add.
Yes. Yeah, I can. But let's get some more wrestling here. We got Randy Orton and the Viking Raiders taking on the OC. Just a pretty standard 6-man tag match here. Orton selling that injured knee, which buckles on him and allows AJ Styles to hit the phenomenal forearm to pick up the win for the original, the only, the original
club. Randy Orton face man. How do we make him not?
Well, he just hits someone we like with an RKO.
Okay, but don't we like? Okay, okay, yeah. This 6-man tag thing again. I guess maybe Orton, AJ at the Rumble, or maybe the OC Viking Raiders. But why does this always happen with those tag belts? Like the tag belts come to a new team, it gets slightly exciting, and then they get like pushed, then they get kind of like put aside, but still in a program.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna come back out and still be involved in this whatever the heck we got going on here. I don't know.
I got nothing.
It's always weird. It's always weird how that always happens. Yeah, they can never just keep them separate.
No, but let's go back to Santa Claus here. He's on the run with his belt. Then he finds a horse and buggy, so he hops on, and then the gaggle chase him. They hop on their own horse and buggy, and we get this slow speed chase. But then Santa just gets off and runs because it's quicker, so the chase continues.
Keeps going. Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. But the hottest storyline.
This is the hottest angle going right now, folks. Boys and girls. What's in the cage?
What's in the
What
cage?
is in
Still talking to
the
it.
cage?
Yeah. So we know there's a camera in the cage at some
There's
point.
at least a GoPro in there. Ooh, that's actually not bad.
Fisheye lens.
With a fisheye lens. Yep. It could be a rodent type thing. It could be the old sheep mask. It could be a fish in a bowl in the cage. Yeah. It could be a baby. Like we can't rule that out. It's like a demon baby.
Mrs. Baby?
Yes, they have the Mrs. daughter dressed up in devil makeup.
So Rowan, he fights the jobber as he's been doing, but the jobber, he offers him some candy canes, and he pulls out some candy. He's like, I'm gonna go give it to the creature in the cage, but Rowan beats the shit out of him, wins the match, leaves with his cage. So we still don't even get a peek. We need a peek.
Just a little peek, a sound.
Yeah.
A
squeal.
A squeak, a squeal,
roar.
a smell.
Smell. Wow.
That one would be tough for us. That one would be tough for us at home. But I would love to hear,
green shirt guy plugging his nose, then we'll know. Like,
yes, I would, just have Samoa Joe explain to me what it smells like, because he's pretty damn good at explaining things to me.
Yes, he's great.
So it could work with the smell.
Yeah, but let's go back to New York one last time. Santa Claus, his cardio, he can't keep up with the fantastic shape that R-Truth and Tozawa are in. So they catch up to him. He falls down. Truth pins him to win back his title. Tozawa goes to fight back. And then finally the referee, John Cone, says, that's enough. I've been chasing you guys all over this city. It's too cold for this. Which, to his credit, in all these skits, he was wearing just a referee shirt. Truth and Tozawa had jackets and sweaters on, so I'll give him that. But so Santa leaves, the ref leaves, and Truth and Tozawa are like, let's call a truce. Let's go find that big apple. Christmas spirit's in the air, so they go off. New friends.
It's great.
Like Ernie and Bert.
It's great. It's great that Christmas, Christmas comes around once a year, and sometimes we forget the true meaning of it. We get lost in the commercialization. I just bought my son a $6,000 replica Fiend belt. Wow. So sometimes I also forget what it's like, to just love.
Yes, and so that was the end of that for the night. But apparently, over the course of the week, over at some house shows, the 24/7 title changed hands 7 times.
Oh my God.
So both the Singh brothers got in on the action. R-Truth won it, and even ring announcer Mike Rome won the belt briefly, all before going back to R-Truth. So he continues his.
So weird. So 25. Weird. Oh my God. Yeah. How many reigns does he have? He has to have like 70.
20 something.
Oh Lord.
Anyways, that's the end of that. The second hottest angle in all of wrestling, Rusev comes out. Cut a
Wait,
promo.
what's the hottest?
The cage.
Oh, the cage. What's in the cage is pretty hot.
What if somehow they tie it all together? The 2 angles. I don't know how they. But anyways, Rusev comes out. He cuts his promo. He's not upset about the wedding next week because the biggest punishment he could ever give to Lashley is allowing him to marry Lana. And then Rusev takes on your buddy No Way Jose, the night of the jobber. Rusev gets the win with a super kick, but then after the match, Jose entices him to dance, and Rusev does a little dance, and he does a spin-a-rooney, and then he just kind of celebrates with the conga line, and some groupies are kissing him, and he does this little goofy dancing, which is funny.
Yeah, there was too much dancing this week. I'm going to say it. Call me crazy. I just think there was too much dancing. I don't know. You can have too much dancing.
Where was the other dancing?
There was dancing on SmackDown. There was Braun Strowman dancing.
That's right. I forgot about that.
In the ring, which was fantastic. I was so glad.
Yeah.
I was watching quality content like that.
Yeah. But let's go to the main event here.
It's main event time.
Rey Mysterio taking on Seth Rollins for the United States Championship. Rollins, of course, has AOP accompany him to the ring. this was one of the few good matches of the night that actually like got some good time.
Oh yeah, this was I think it was nothing really got time really except for this guy and that Kevin Owens match. I don't think. Yeah,
so pretty much every other match had a jobber in it, but eventually Rollins, he's lining up to hit that curb stomp, but Ray avoids it. He hits the 619 on Seth. He goes up top for the splash, but AOP attack him, causing the DQ and ruining a good match. So they all just beat on Ray and they drag him up the ramp to the announce table, and the commentary team clears out, except for Samoa Joe, who stands his ground or stays seated in his ground. And the AOP, they just get near to Joe, and he's like, hey, if I can get up, it's not to move. I'm going to beat you. So Joe gets up, and then Rollins like, hey, no, don't bother him. Our beef's not with you. So Rollins goes to walk away, and then he just says, finish him. And the AOP jump Joe, slam him through that announce table, and leave him wrecked to end Raw.
Is Samoa Joe coming back?
He's taking a bump, so that's a good sign. So,
he's taking
I'm ready
bumps.
for Joe to come back.
As long as they're not playing us, like they know that we'll be excited for him to come back, so we'll cheer him and boo them, and then Samoa Joe loses anyways.
Yeah, hopefully he's not like Dio Madden, where he just disappears forever after getting put through.
Yeah, one bump and he was gone forever.
But, no, as good as Joe was on commentary, we could definitely use him back in the ring here, and that'd be a pretty high-profile feud. Going to even though maybe he'll team up with Owens. Who knows?
Yeah.
Seth, and they'll find a third man to even the odds.
But now we're just doing a 6-man tag, and that's that. Like we're doing that anyways.
Well, I'm sure it's going to happen no matter what. So.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, it was. That was the Raw. You know what? So what? So you have the 4 jobbers. You have 4 guys because you're filming 2 shows that one night, right? So you're using probably twice as many people.
Yeah, I think overall between the 2 shows there was like 20 matches or something.
Yeah, that's wild. That's too. I'm going to say it. That's too much.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it.
3 or 4 hours,
controversial. I know.
But there's your Raw. They didn't overdo it with the Christmassy stuff.
No, not at all.
They kind of did that the night before on SmackDown, or the week. Because they kind of did. So, yeah. Before we get to the new SmackDown, last week, the only thing important that I saw was this love angle between Mandy Rose and Otis. Mandy drew Otis in the Secret Santa, so she presented him with his nice ham with a bow on it. And then that's where we got the Miracle on 34th Street, which was Heavy Machinery versus Revival. And at one point, the ham gets knocked on the floor, so Otis is all mad. And anyways, at one point, Mandy gave him a kiss on the cheek, too, which was great.
Oh, yeah, it was great for him. He had a big old smile on his face.
Oh, yeah, that Otis. I wanted to see him But anyways, we'll get to SmackDown. What should we do? Should we jump into NXT?
NXT, what does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT, watch and see. Gotta tap out a count out of 1, 2, 3. So NXT.
It seems they taped it over the course of like 2 nights.
Yeah, or I think one of them was at the Barclays Center, and a couple were at Full Sail.
Yeah, one was at a SmackDown taping, and another at Full Sail. So
wanted those ratings. I guess they would have gotten 100% of the Wednesday Night War ratings.
Yeah, they won. Well, I mean, somebody watched AEW.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But I bet not as many people.
I'm sure NXT would have won this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they start off with a great match. We got Roderick Strong coming out to issue an open challenge for his North American Championship, and that challenge is accepted by the debuting Austin Theory, former Evolve champion. And this was good. This was a good match. Some good chain wrestling. Apparently, they have a bit of history from Evolve together. Roddy hits an Olympic slam outside the ring to the post on the floor. Looked painful. I don't know. There's a lot of nasty looking suplexes and just bumps to the side of the ring and shit. But they got a lot of time here. Austin Theory, he made a name for himself, but it was not enough to get the win as Roddy locks in the stronghold for the submission victory. And the crowd gave them a standing ovation after.
A standing O.
Yeah, great match.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Austin Theory, this guy's good.
Yes, the NXT crowd is always so welcoming to new guys like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full Sail, baby. But let's go to Jack Gallagher taking on Isaiah Swerve Scott. So Swerve, he's been I've noticed him every week that he's on NXT. When he gets some time, he's usually pretty good. And they have a fun little match here. Swerve hits the house call, which is that big kick to the back of the head for the win.
Ooh.
Not a super kick.
The house call.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, the Jack. I thought the Jack Gallagher robe gimmick looks more like a Hugh Hefner thing than like that old timey prize fighter. I definitely get way more Hefner vibes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those robes though.
They look so silky.
I'd wear it around the house. But someone that Johnny Gargano wears around the house, Candice LeRae, taking on Tainara.
I've never heard of that Tainara.
Tainara?
Never.
She hits a couple cool moves here, but no, you haven't heard of her, so she didn't have much of a chance. Candice hits a cabrata, gets the 3 count. Hip hip LeRae, as Morrow says.
Hip hip LeRae. That's fun.
Yeah, Morrow's a fun guy.
Oh, that's fun.
And then we get this promo for this new wrestler who is some legit trained multi-martial artist, black belt, Arturo Ruas. I'm not sure.
Ruas.
I'm sure Vince loves that name.
That's getting shortened for sure. Arturo is effectively the name.
If he even knows this guy's exist. But.
Not yet.
Let's get some more singles action here. Dominik Dijakovic taking on Bronson Reed. Just a good match here. Dijakovic hits a nice moonsault and then later on hits this big choke bomb off the top rope to pick up the win. So he continues. One of the breakouts of 2019.
I think the match that we need to see. I think the matchup that we need to see is Bronson Reed and Otis. They have the exact same belly. Like imagine like if they could stare down each other at one point in the Rumble. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Book it.
That could happen.
Book it, Vince.
I'll book that, and I'll book the main event for Worlds Collide. This is going to be a good one. Undisputed Era taking on Imperium.
I like them. Ooh.
That's going to be a good match. Yeah, that's like a War Games
Lord.
level match without the cages.
So it's like just like a 4-man tag.
4v4. So
Or
probably
4v4.
this will be either takeover with very few title matches.
Okay, and
I guess it's not really.
What is that, like elimination style or just?
I'm not sure, to be honest. We'll see.
That's gonna be fun. When is that show?
That's the night before the Rumble. So
Okay.
that's replaced the official takeover. So now they'll just have one in February. I don't know. We'll see.
That's great.
But we got another debut here. A woman by the name of Shotzi Blackheart taking on Bianca Belair. And I love Belair, man. She's so good. But this Blackheart, she looks cool too. I like her. She had like some green hair and some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, Bianca, she was chewing gum. She blows a bubble, taunting Blackheart, and she just smacks it in her face at one point. That's kind of funny. But no, good match. Belair gets the win with her awesome KO finisher. One of the best finishers in the whole division. I love Belair.
She keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit for her.
Sky's the limit.
But let's go to the main event. We got Damian Priest and Tony Nese taking on Lio Rush and Keith Lee. And Rush, I like this Rush and Lee. They make for an interesting team with that size dynamic.
Big guy, little guy. It's always big guy, little guy's always gonna work.
Tommy boy.
Because the big guy can throw the little guy, or can assist the little guy into doing things that he couldn't do because he's little.
Yeah.
See, it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
But Keith Lee, he's a big man, but he shows off that that athleticism. Him and Priest have this great like kung fu exchange. They're jumping, ducking kicks. Lio Rush throws some Christmas cookies at Nese. Then eventually.
Oh right, because this was actual Christmas Day. Right.
At one point, one of the best spots in the match, Priest does a flipping senton over the top rope, but Lee just fucking catches him midair in the powerbomb position. And Priest is not a small dude; that is strength. So he just like fucking catches him, power bombs him onto the apron. And then back in the ring, Lio Rush climbs onto Keith Lee's shoulders and hits the final hour frog splash off of him onto Nice to get the win.
Yeah, this looked like, I think this match was filmed at, this looked like it was filmed at the Barclays Center. When were they there?
I don't know. I only knew it was SmackDown because it had that like entrance thing, those like little tunnel, whatever it is.
Right, the tunnel things. Which I guess they just kind of filmed there. So I guess I feel like, yeah, this match in front of the Full Sail crowd, that's hot.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's hot. Rush and Lee are both on NXT though, right? Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah. That's how that works.
I think they're all on NXT now because of the cruiserweight thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and so why not work together on a permanent basis? I don't know.
Yeah.
Book it.
Yeah. It was a fun, for a Christmas show. It was fun. We had 2 debuts. We had some decent wrestling.
Oh, we had some decent wrestling. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, Mike, I think it's time we take a break. What do you think about that?
Yeah, let's take a break. I'll go calm my dog down. I don't know.
Cody's barking. Cody, what are you doing? Cody, what are you doing? Okay, you go talk to Cody. We're gonna come back. We're gonna play some trivia and keep the show going.
Let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Brother, yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Brother, yeah.
Oh my God, you gotta foul him. Fantastic.
But they got 15 3-pointers, so that means you can get some French fries.
Yes, Mike, you can get your medium McDonald's fries because we got 15 3-pointers.
Yeah,
congrats, guys. Are you gonna get your?
You know what? I would trade those fries for a 16th 3-pointers. We could have won the game.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. I think so. Yeah. Anyways, what were we saying? We're back with trivia and SmackDown. Oh, before though. Okay. What do you do when you get your Hut Rivals rewards? Which option do you take? Do you take the tradable option or the untradeable option?
I've always been taking the untradeable.
You always take the untradeable?
Yeah.
Just because there's more, or?
Yeah, just because I get more. And because the squad battles are tradable, so I figured it'll even it out.
Oh, okay. So you figure that
squad battles you don't pick, you just get tradable cards, and I've gotten lucky on some of those and have sold them.
Right. So you would rather use the rewards that you get in squad battles to trade, and then just take more of the rivals cards, even though they're untradeable.
Yeah, just because then to put towards collectibles and shit.
Okay, so
sometimes you do get a good card, and then he just joins your roster, and you don't have to make a decision.
Okay, and then it kind of ends up evening out, right? So the rivals are the cards that you make to fill packs, and then the squad battles can kind of be like the ones that you trade, or that you can sell for money.
Yeah, if you
okay, much. Okay. We want to come into 2020 hot on the Hut team, so we just want to kind of maybe think if we retool our strategy, what would work best.
Was pretty good. You got some good stuff the last couple of weeks, right?
Christmas was great. Our entire offensive core has been retooled.
Yeah, some guy just gave me an 89 Kuznetsov for free.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Some guy on Reddit gave me an 89 Kuznetsov for free.
How?
He was just doing a giveaway, so I left a comment, and then he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, man,
has that ever happened to you before?"
No, but I haven't really entered many of those.
Okay. But hey, it gave you an 89 Kuznetsov.
Yeah, 89 Kuznetsov for free. So he's on my second line, I think.
Okay, yeah.
That was a nice Christmas gesture from a stranger.
Seriously, no, that was a big pull. You got to be on those Reddit boards. That's the thing, right? I guess you never know when someone's just giving something away.
And then that 88 that I'm hoping Germany can earn a medal at this World Juniors here, so he can turn into a 91 from that silver collectible thing. He said you got the same guy, or
I can't. Who did we take?
Did you pick? I don't know. All I know is my guy plays for Germany, so I'm cheering for Germany.
Okay.
Bit of a rough team.
Fuck, I can't remember what my guy's name is. Our whole team is different. Like, I have no clue. I can't remember what it looks like. We have a bunch of number 34s and number 24s. It's tough. It is tough. We do have a German guy though on our defense. And right, their skills go up if they win, right? Or depending on how they place.
Yeah, like 3 for a gold, 2 for silver, 1 for bronze.
That's pretty cool. That is
man.
pretty cool. Okay, that's great. I think we're a few icons away from getting Wayne Gretzky. And then I think we're going to stop and save for so what how does it work when you upgrade like Mario and Gretzky? How does that work?
Well, we don't know the exact details, but I'm guessing it'll be
how did it work last year?
Well, because they didn't have icon collectibles last year. They had something else. I forget exactly what. But basically, it'll be like trade in the card plus like 5 collectibles or whatever amount you need.
Okay.
To upgrade them to a 99 overall.
Oh, okay. Oh, you think it'll be like one jump from a 91 to a 99?
I think for Mario and Wayne, it will be probably. I hope so.
Oh, and then
right
you can you upgrade other cards, like other of the collectibles?
I think all the icons will be upgradable. Like I think Sakic, LaFleur, I think they'll all be.
Okay.
Because right now, every single icon says silver icon, so we're all assuming that they're going to be gold icon. And some people have even seen like some of the leaked cards, like a 96 overall Gordie Howe and shit like that.
Oh, so it's like the Sakic you have is the Sakic we have is currently a silver icon because we will upgrade it to be a gold icon.
Yeah, like he'll probably be at least a 95 or something.
95, 96 or something. Okay, and then the Wayne and Mario Lemieux upgrades are just going to be like straight to 99.
Hopefully, I mean, some of
that's what you're thinking.
We're basing it, speculation and rumors, but it's all going to happen. There has to be upgrades anyways.
Well, you're on the Reddit boards. You said it yourself. I got you this 89 Kuznetsov for free.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff. I've been around. So
you've seen some shit. You've been around. Great. Okay, that's fantastic. Thanks for all that advice. We're gonna definitely heed it into the new year. You know, we're really looking forward to this team. But you know what, Mike? This isn't Hut talk.
But I always enjoy a good Hut talk.
I always love a good Hut talk, and your words are inspiration around this apartment. But no, this isn't Hut talk. We're back. This is True Brothers Wrestling Podcast, Part 2. Part 2. I'm gonna edit that at some point. I don't think I don't know how much of the Hut information we'll keep on the podcast. How much of it is relevant? Who knows? There could be some good stuff.
Who knows? We'll see. Maybe the tail end.
Maybe just the tail end to fade us in. But no, this is a goddamn wrestling podcast. Let's get back to our wrestling. We're kicking off the second half of the show. You know how we do that. We kick off the second half of the show with trivia.
Trivia. Woo! Trivia.
Woo, Mike, I have 4 questions for you.
I have 3.
Oh, you know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mike, so this is we're at the end of the decade. Did you know that? I'm sure you've seen the social media posts.
Yes.
And
Things
stuff.
of the decade.
Things of the decade. But I actually
Taylor Swift, Artist of the Decade.
Taylor Swift, Artist of the Decade.
That's official. That was a given award. I didn't choose that.
Who gave it to her?
I don't know, some American music.
The American music.
The AMAs, right?
The AMAs, the American Music Associations or somethings. But we're not talking.
Sorry.
We're gonna take it back. It is the end of the decade, but I want to take us back to the beginning of the decade. So we're talking 2010 actually. So I'm gonna it's just a one answer. It's a one answer. Give it to me.
Yeah.
And we're going back to title belts. So like the first person to win a championship of the decade per belt.
Okay.
That's what we're going with. So your first clue question. The first WWE Championship victory of the decade happened at Elimination Chamber in 2010. But right after he actually immediately lost it when Mr. McMahon granted Batista a title match. Who was it?
So it's 2010. So for the question, so this could be anybody winning. So it's always a title change, basically, is what we're saying.
It's always a title change. Yeah, it's the first title change of the decade.
But it doesn't mean it's the person's first title.
No.
Win, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
So this person won it and then lost it to the Batista that night.
To the Batista. Yep.
Yeah. That night, is that what we said?
Yes.
The same night he won it in the
Yes.
Elimination Chamber?
Yes.
I'm going to say John Cena.
Big match. John Cena. I have no clue why, but apparently Vince came out and just let Batista take it. I don't really know why. I didn't look that far into it.
I think it's,
But you got
this was Batista's heel run, I guess, during his something like that.
You got it.
I was only like 60% sure on that one. So, but I got it. All right, my question for you. You like The Simpsons? You've watched The Simpsons? I'm sure.
Yes.
Back in the glory days, at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only stuff I'm going to
Oh yeah, season 4, bro. If you want to talk cartoons,
Anyways, so which WWF superstar appeared on an episode of The Simpsons looking to buy Mr. Burns' mansion?
I feel like Mr. I'm looking to buy Mr. Burns' mansion. I don't know. I'm gonna guess. I really don't remember this.
Yeah, like they were showing the house, and a wrestler came through to look at it, and the real estate agent was talking to him. This was a WWF superstar.
WWF superstar.
The 90s.
I'm gonna say it was. Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna say it was the Macho Man.
No, it was Bret the Hitman Hart.
So close.
Yeah, he had his pink on, his glasses, and
Did he buy it? What was his funny little line that he said?
so she's like, "Oh, there's another wrestler in the neighborhood. The Shrieking Sheik lives down the road." And then you just hear like this, and he's like, "Oh, I'll take it." And then Mr. Burns walks by, like, "This place smells like old man or old man stink or something." I'm sure you can find it on YouTube.
Was it real Bret Hart voice?
It was real Bret Hart. Real Bret Hart voice.
That's
real,
awesome.
Looked like him. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Anyways.
That's fun.
Yes.
Okay, Mike, question number 2 for you.
All right.
So the first United States title change of the decade happened at a Raw on May 17th, 2010, but it was vacated the next week when the winner became the Raw GM.
I'm going to say Bret Hart.
Bret Hart.
Isn't that funny?
Is it that? I see that. Oh, man, yeah. As soon as that happened, I was like, this is perfect. This is working.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I only remember that because like he was the only guy I could think of that just because he couldn't even wrestle at that point. They just gave him the title.
And I think, he beat The Miz. I think The Miz was the champ at that time.
Yeah, Bret couldn't take a bump, so like, all right, just give it up the title. And then, yeah, I don't really remember anything that he did as a GM that had any impact, but whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
He's a trivia question, so whatever.
Exactly. But let's stay in the world of television here, as we are. You watched The Simpsons, another show you may have watched as a kid. I hope you at least.
Yes, that is correct.
No, you didn't let me say it yet.
Oh, okay.
There's another one you may have seen as a kid because it had a wrestler as a guest star. Which wrestler was a guest star on Boy Meets World?
Oh, I think I know this one. Is it fuck, what's his name? The big guy. Big Van Vader.
That's the man, Vader.
I think Vader. I knew that. I knew that for some whatever reason.
Yeah, I feel like you just seen him, and he's just he's the big guy.
Maybe
there was some sort of wrestling themed episode. He was like the dad of someone. I don't know.
Maybe I saw the episode. That's
maybe. That's see, I had faith in you in your childhood.
That's old.
Boy Meets World.
I had faith in your childhood.
Yes.
Thanks. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Mike. Question 3 for you. The first IC Intercontinental Championship or champion of the decade or title change happened on May 23rd of 2010 at the Over the Limit pay-per-view by someone who is a 9-time tag team champion. Who am I?
I'm gonna say 2010 9-time tag champ Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Mania, baby. Yep. I think that was his second time he won the belt, I think. And
9-time
champ, eh? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Some of them not with New Day, so that's how he.
You know, I mean, I was checking out. He had one with CM Punk. I think he has one with
Evan
R-Truth.
Or R-Truth. Was it Evan Bourne in there?
I don't remember that name. But
either way, he said a lot.
He said a lot.
All right. Let's go back to The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
This one is very not much to do with wrestling. We'll see. But to me, it's memorable enough. Let's see if you know this. Homer Simpson. Do you remember when he fought heavyweight champion of the world, Drederick Tatum, in a boxing match?
Yes.
I'm glad you do, because Homer Simpson, I want you to tell me, what was his entrance music for that bout?
God, the entrance music. I'm gonna say, what year did what year did it come out? With this particular
the song
episode
or the episode?
Particular episode, probably early 90s, right?
It'd be, yeah, but I'm not.
Okay. I don't need the year. I don't think the year matters. I'm gonna say he comes out to Hulk Hogan's theme.
No, it's not. It's something that's kind of funny just when you hear it, but if you don't know it, I can just tell you.
What is? That was my guess.
Okay.
My guess was Hulk Hogan's theme.
All right,
but
it was not Hulk Hogan. It was "Why Can't We Be Friends?"
Okay.
Why can't we be friends? Very funny for a boxing match.
Funny for a boxing match. You never see that.
But
It's
not a
all
wrestling question.
okay. I thought it was a wrestling question.
Dry.
Yeah.
I was running dry this week. I didn't throw much.
That's okay. That's okay because I was running wet. I
Oh,
was running wet. Okay, Mike, I have your final question here. The first tag team champions of the decade happened on February 8th of 2010 by a makeshift team with a combination name featuring two people with an 11-inch height difference.
wait, say that again.
Okay. First tag team champs.
Yeah.
February 8th, 2010, by a makeshift team with a combination name with two people that have an 11-inch height difference.
Chris Jericho and Big Show.
You were so close. The other one.
What?
The other one.
Other
Big Show's in it. Big Show's there.
Big
but
Show
not Chris
and
Jericho.
Chris Benoit.
Too soon. It was Show Miz.
Oh, Show Miz.
It was Show Miz.
I thought it was Jericho.
It wasn't Jericho. I think it was Jericho and then another team and then Show Miz. You probably were a few months off, but
I almost had the perfect score.
what a different time it was back then, eh? Show Miz, Kofi, Bret Hart, John Cena.
It was some crazy times.
Those were some crazy times. But you know what? Let's get back to the present because there's no time like the present. This is the last SmackDown of 2019. Okay, folks, it's Friday night. It's time for SmackDown Live. It used to be on Tuesday, but then I think it was on Friday before, though. No, wait. They used to film it on a Thursday and then release it. It's just SmackDown Live. And that took me a second to remember what year it was currently. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now, folks. But it's the last one, you know? I mean, Bray Wyatt, he's still a guy, right? He's still doing stuff.
He's fiending. Lacey Evans,
we love her now.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was last week. Sasha Banks got in her daughter's face at the side of the ring.
It was ballsy. You don't mess with a Marine's daughter.
Nope.
I've seen Taken. I know how that ends.
Exactly.
Well, let's kick off the show.
Something we haven't seen in a while. Elias in the ring, playing his guitar and singing a little song. He's been mostly backstage, so he's finally out in the crowd again. So
nice to see him.
Yeah. There's room for him.
You know, I mean, as soon as he makes it to the middle of the ring, the sooner that guitar's going to get smashed over somebody.
Did it happen this week? I don't know if it did.
I don't think it happened this week, but you know, we're inching.
Yeah, it's always
we got to build. We got to build to somebody getting smashed with a guitar. We can't just let it happen.
Yeah, just like this next match, we can't just let it happen because it was supposed to be Daniel Bryan versus The Miz versus King Corbin. Winners getting the title shot against The Fiend at the Rumble. Before the match can even start, Corbin comes out on his throne. He cuts a promo. Roman Reigns music hits, and it spooks the throne carriers who drop Corbin. He gets mad. Reigns shows up and beats him around the ring. So backstage, Corbin complains and said, we got to postpone this match. So we'll see what happens with that.
Hopefully it comes back. Yeah, simple, effective, and let's keep it moving.
Keep it moving. We got New Day teaming up with Braun Strowman, taking on Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. So Sami can still wrestle. So I don't know if he was hurt or what, but it's good to see him in the ring again.
Yeah, I guess he's still legally allowed to wrestle. Wait, was this live, or was this also a pre-tape of some kind?
It was on the 27th, so
okay, yeah, I guess it would have been far enough after.
Yeah. So anyway, the match was fine. Eventually, Strowman gets a hot tag, starts running wild. Nakamura tries to hit him with the metal pancake platter, but Kofi stops him and hits him with it. So Strowman hits the power slam for the win. And then after the match, as you mentioned before, New Day, they tried to get Braun to dance. He hesitated. The crowd chants, "Get these hips." So he obliges, and he does some Vince McMahon type of white man dancing. It was just like...
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible, but it was a good match.
Anyways, the love angle continues. Backstage, Mandy approaches Sonya. She's saying, "Come on, let's go. My match is up next, bitch." So Sonya's like, "What? You weren't in my corner last week, and now you want me to support you?" But we know what this is about because Sonya hasn't been getting as much attention at home lately.
Okay, so
I can't blame her because there's a lot of beef going on.
There's a lot of beef.
And Mandy says,
and
no.
Ham and pork.
Like, Mandy says, no, I wanted to be there for you, but I had Otis's sweat all over me last week when he hugged me, and I couldn't go out there. And then Otis shows up. Yeah, Otis shows up behind. He's got a fruitcake. He apologizes for sweating on her dress last week, and she's like, "Oh, it's okay, but I gotta go. But maybe I'll see you later?" Question mark. So who knows?
We'll see.
There's hope. So, but she's got a match. Mandy Rose taking on Carmella. I think Mandy has a lot on her mind, though. Her lesbian relationship with Sonya seems strange. She's got this new thing with Otis going on. And Carmella takes advantage of this clouded head, and she gets the win with a super kick. So we'll see. I'm interested to see where this angle goes.
Carmella's making a comeback.
Mella, the year 2020.
Mella's coming in hot. She had Pyro. Did you see that?
I didn't notice.
She had Pyro, and now 2 straight wins. The Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. The renewed push.
She's picking up some steam, yeah.
Maybe if Fox wants her at the top.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they like her.
Yeah, they're gonna push her to the top.
We get another Sheamus return promo, so just waiting for him.
Just waiting for him. That'll be great. Maybe come back at the Rumble.
Yeah, but they spoiled the surprise that they're gonna do that. But whatever.
Oh, that's a good point. I just thought about that.
I mean, they still can. You still don't know.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be as fun. I get it.
But let's go to The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Winner faces the Fiend at the Rumble. No Corbin, but he does come out because they only fight for a few minutes, or Corbin's security team rather. They run down, attack both men, causing a no contest. So we'll have to finish that later.
We'll finish that later. Hopefully, it culminates in a triple threat type main event.
Yeah, what we were promised at the beginning of the night.
Huh? Isn't that funny? Like, you end up doing the same match, but then for a second pretend it doesn't happen, and then you come back. Mm-hmm. So it's great. I didn't think it was coming back.
It's like
it might not. I don't know. We haven't gotten to the end of the show yet. I don't know. It might not come back. It might not be there.
But something else has come back. The return of A Moment of Bliss with our lovely hosts Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. It's been a while since we've had this show.
Yeah, I feel like if Alexa Bliss is the host, Nikki Cross is like the band leader in that kind of situation where the jokes kind of occasionally get tossed off to her, and she's allowed to kind of comment in the background.
Yeah, she's the Andy Richter on the couch.
Yes, she's very Andy Richter-like. She just sits on the other side of the couch.
Yeah, she's got her moments.
Of course.
Alexa's the star. She's the face that they put up. But
of course.
Anyways, they bring out their guest, the beautiful, sassy Southern Belle, Lacey Evans. And they just kind of go over the feud she's having with Sasha and Bayley, and Sasha crossing the line with her 6-year-old daughter. So you don't want to be between a mama bear and her cub. She kept talking about being a mama bear. So she's proud. Mama Bear. She'll swipe you with her ginormous claws, tremendous size. She could crush you in the palm of her hand like a tiny little fly. Anyways, Lacey Evans and Dana Brooke take on Sasha Banks and Bayley. Decent match, but Dana blows it for Lacey and taps out to the bank statement.
Damn.
But
God damn it.
on TV.
Man.
What's going on with her and Batista? Do we get a follow-up?
I you know what? I haven't checked the Twitter world since that. I think there may have been a couple back and forths maybe since.
Yeah.
Can't confirm the DM sliding.
We'll see.
We'll just have to see.
Then we go backstage, and Dolph Ziggler approaches Mandy Rose, starts asking her about New Year's Eve. You know, he's trying to sneak in here on something. And then he starts insulting the fruitcake, and he makes fun of Otis, and he just puts the cake on the ground and steps on it with his brand new Air Jordans.
That's a ballsy move.
Yeah, gunking up those nice shoes. I don't know if he doesn't care, but then Corbin runs up and grabs Ziggler away. So they all go away, and then later on, Otis walks up to the smushed cake, and he looks hurt because he doesn't know what happened. He's confused. He's sad. We'll see.
We'll see.
And then we finally get the match as promised. Daniel Bryan taking on Corbin. And
The
Miz.
main event on a Friday night.
On a Friday night, winner gets that Universal title shot versus The Fiend at the Royal Rumble. Miz and Bryan, they team up early on, but we all know it can't last. So they have a pretty fun match here. Bryan hits the running knee on Corbin, but before he can make a pin, Ziggler comes running out, super kicks him. No DQ since triple threat. He puts Corbin on top of Bryan, but then Reigns pulls him out at the 2 count, beats up Corbin and Ziggler. So now they're both out of the match. So it just comes down to the Miz and Bryan. They square off in the ring, and eventually Bryan gets the label lock applied, and Miz is forced to submit. So Bryan gets that title shot at Royal Rumble.
He's getting the shot. This,
The American Dragon.
the American Dragon. Daniel Bryan and The Miz in ring, great. I think at one point last year, even like in some of the dark episodes, this was a potential Mania match. I think at one point for one, maybe both of us at a different time.
Before Kofi Mania came into the picture. And this is still, like, Daniel Bryan and The Miz is still a WrestleMania match. Yeah.
Just waiting to happen.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the Fiend's direction is for Mania.
Yeah, you know, that's our next question. What's Roman Reigns doing? Roman Reigns has to win the Universal title at WrestleMania, right? I think that is what would have to happen.
I could book a better match, but I understand if that's probably what they're gonna do.
Right? Although I think Daniel Bryan, The Miz is also a match that has to happen.
Yeah. Well, there'll be like 15 matches on the card. So.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so long. They just do the Wrestle Kingdom. Just go 2 days, Vince.
2 nights?
Just why not? Why not?
Maybe 1 year. Maybe if they do it, split it, do one in like London.
No, don't do the split. Do the two. Do the 2 nights in a row.
No, one in London on Saturday and one in Canada on Sunday.
Okay. That's possible.
Yeah. So Bryan wins, and then after the match, Firefly Funhouse pops up on the screen, and Bray just congratulates him, and he asks if he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the win. Will he let him in? There's your ending.
Yeah, we didn't see Bray or the Fiend tonight. Like, oh shit, that was our only Firefly Funhouse influenced segment.
Yeah, brief,
shit.
Little 30-second blip at the end there.
I think the week before last it wasn't there like 9 in one in one day? There was one week where
that might have been
they nailed it. Yeah, they just kept pushing that thing. Yeah. But there you have it. That was SmackDown. It's not Smack. I want to say SmackDown Live. I'm sorry, SmackDown Live. I mean, it still is live, but you don't say Monday Night Raw Live.
You could.
Like, it would be correct. you wouldn't be saying something wrong. You'd be saying something dumb. And there's
SmackDown Live is quicker than saying Friday Night SmackDown. So
That's a good point. Yeah, and just SmackDown Live, the live is a nice ending to the word SmackDown, because the word SmackDown is a weird thing to say. God damn it, Vince. Book this stuff. It's the real gold. Okay, Mike. The show's over, or rather, all of our normal content is over. So let's just hop right over to it. Who is your wrestler of the week?
It's the wrestler of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week.
The final one, of course. Next week's show, episode 50, we will have the total combined wrestler of the week lists revealed. Although it's like your wrestler of the week of the year
Champion,
yes.
Yeah. The wrestler of the year on its own. That's
a different. But this is like the you know when like you don't win the finals, but you go to the sub
winning the President's
finals.
Trophy.
Yeah, something like that.
You got the most points in the regular season, but you didn't win the Stanley Cup.
That's true. You still get to hang a banner that says most President's Choice President's Choice trophy.
Well, that's basically what that is. Still a good. I mean, they can win both titles. They could have it. We'll see.
You can. The wrestler of the week champion could actually be the wrestler of the year champion. So we don't know. That is a good point.
But let's get to it. My wrestler of the week this week, Roderick Strong, for that great performance he put up on Wednesday, and pretty much he's been a great North American champion. So there you go, Roddy.
There you go, Roddy. Everyone in that little group stands out in their own way.
Oh yeah,
he does his own thing. Some of those neck breakers of his.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Devastating. My wrestler of the week goes to someone who hardly wrestled at all. Actually, I'm giving it to Samoa Joe this week. You know what? I've enjoyed his time on commentary, and I think that time might be coming to an end. And all I got to say is, if you ever find yourself hurt ever again, or not wanting to wrestle anymore, or still wanting to stay in the business, but realizing, hey, I'm 40, I have other priorities I have to do in my life, then hey, we'll welcome you back.
Yeah. And you did a damn fine job.
Fine job. And so for that, you're my wrestler of the week.
Attaboy, Joe. Let's see if you can win that Rumble.
Let's go, Joe, in the Rumble. Cool. There you have it, folks. That was our last show of the year. So exciting. I can't wait next week. Of course, we have the Shooties coming up, so you're not going to want to miss that. My tuxedo is at the dry cleaners out as we speak. Yeah. I got one, with like the long tails like Bugs Bunny wears when he's conducting the Met, like one of those things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the flapping Dickie.
Is that what? That can't be what it's called.
No, the thing that rolls up in the guy's face and hits him.
Yeah, that thing.
The flapping Dickie.
Called a flapping Dickie. Wait, is the one that rolls up?
Dickie, and then it's not supposed to smack you in the face like that. But.
Okay. So the version that rolls up is called the flapping Dickie. Yeah. Okay, we got you. Yeah, we got you. We got your flapping Dickies.
All right.
We have all your awards, but for tonight, that's all we got. That's all we got for you right now.
That's all we got. Sorry, folks.
Sorry. So we're so sorry. That's all we got. We're so sorry that we're still doing this. Remember to rate, review, like, and subscribe. Podcasts, they're out there. There's no other wrestling podcasts on the market. So there's only one way.
Stay inside. Throw on the show.
Backlog it. Like how did we feel, or what were our high points of WrestleMania 35? You can listen to that.
Yeah, throw us on your playlist for New Year's Eve. It'd be fun. Everyone at the party would love to listen to this podcast when they're celebrating New Year's. Ringing New Year's the right way, folks. Oh,
okay, yeah. Mike.
All right.
I'm signing off for now. You have a happy New Year, though.
You as well. May 2020 bring you prosperous joy and humanity.
Oh, Mike, and all the same love going back to you. Okay, bud. We'll talk soon.
Goodbye.